Hello and welcome to Baking Lady Tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to make these absolutely adorable gingerbread cookies in the shape of little owlets. They are so cute. You can actually change them and you can turn them into penguins or robins, but for the minute I'm going to show you how to make these owls. So let me just move these out of the way. It's absolute basic equipment that you're going to need. You don't need anything specialised. If I just show you very briefly how you make the cookie dough. The recipe for the cookie dough is on my website, www.bakinglady.webs.com. To make the shape, because you'll find it is a bit of an egg shape or oval shape at the top, you start off with a round cutter, which is all you need, just a basic round cutter. I made some dough, and this is just very quickly. I'm not going to show you how to bake it or anything. To actually form the shape, all you do is just squash the top of the cookie to form an egg shape and then bake it in the oven like that. That's all you have to do. It's as quick and as simple as that. As I said, the recipe is on my website, but today I'm just going to show you how to decorate them, and they are so quick and so simple. The only piece of equipment that you're going to need is a cutter. It's a cutter with the fluted edge, and this one I'm using is 2¼ inches or 58 millimeters. The other thing you're going to need, just as a guide, is a penny. This is an English penny. I think probably a 10-cent piece is about the same size, but I'm not actually 100% sure. And you're going to need a knife and a rolling pin. I've got this rolling pin out of a children's baking set, so you don't even need to get something very expensive. Ingredients wise, you're going to need some boiled jam. I'm using apricot. I've got some icing sugar, and I've got some icing in a bag. You don't need a nozzle or a tip. All you're doing is putting the icing straight into it. And I've made my icing a very soft pale brown colour. And the very last ingredients that you're going to need are your choice of colours for icing. I've got some orange for the beak, I've got some black for the eyes, and the three colours that I'm going to be using on my cookies are greens. I've got a lovely turquoise green, a blue, and that's all you're going to need. So, first things first. You need to brush your cookie with some boiled jam. All I've done is taken about a tablespoon of jam, put it into a small dish after I've sieved it, and then I've put some water into it and just boiled it in the microwave just for a minute. This helps it stick, and it will also give you some shine on the eyes. Okay, that's that little bit done out of the way. You're going to now roll out 4 circles using your cutter. So the first thing I'm going to do is my blue, and I'm going to have blue wings, so I'll need to roll this out twice. You're going to go fairly thin. Okay, so nice and thin, fairly flexible as well. Make sure you've not got any excess, and then if you push down, cut it out, and then remove the excess. If you wiggle your cutter, you'll end up losing the definitions for the points and making it smaller. So I'm going to do that twice. The second one I want, though, I'm actually going to use the other side because it's for my wings, and I'll show you how to do that bit. This is such a simple design. I've made sure that everything that I do uses the minimal amount of equipment because people don't have tons of stuff indoors. So this is something that's easily available. So this time, as I said, you're just going to be cutting out the other side. So using the plain side. If you just mark in the middle where your centre is, and then using your plain cutter again, you're going to be cutting out 2 wings. So go to the middle, go to the middle again, and remove the excess, and that's your wings done. Use the back of your knife just to push down and indent 3 little marks. And that's that little bit done. Okay, we need another 2 circles. I've got green. It's a bit of like a lime green. Unfortunately, the colours don't come out as vividly on the camera, which is a real shame, but it's a lovely green. It's got a nice little hint of yellow in it. So using your serrated edge again, cut that one out. That's 2. And then I've got my third colour. Roll this one out. Still nice and thin. Okay, once you've got your third colour, brush any excess off. And this is the funky bit, this is the bit that I like the best. Okay, you're going to cut all of your circles in half. So, straight down the middle. And then you're going to layer them up in whichever pattern you like. I'm going to start off with the mid-green one. Put a light green one on top. You don't need anything to stick it because it's going to stick on its own. Put the blue on the top, or the bluey green. Another green. The light green, and finish with my favourite on the top. And then just push that down very gently with your fingers, and then just roll it out so that it sticks together. And it also goes nice and thin again as well. If it sticks to the table, you use the back of your knife to just peel it off, and you're going to cut out a circle using your plain side, and that's your tummy. Okay, so we've got my cookie. I'll do it upside down for me so that you can see it. It goes like that, nice and easy. The wings with the points sit on top like that. Brush off if any excess. I'm going to do his nose and his feet next, so if I move my cookie out of the way. The feet are a sausage, so start off with a ball, which is the easiest way of doing it, and then form a little sausage. And then if you cut through the middle, and I'm going to do this upside down for you so that you can see it. If you push and indent with the back of your knife, and then just come up as well, just like that. That's 1 foot. And then indent, pushing it up with the back of your knife, just to give you a little bit of shape. And then that goes onto the cookie at the bottom, leaving a little gap for his feet. His beak, just like that. His beak is another small ball. Okay, and then all you're going to do is make it into a triangle shape. So the easiest way of doing it is to just push and squeeze until you've got a triangle shape. And that goes just there. And then my last little piece of icing is the black for his eyes. So you actually want a ball the same size as your penny. And that's the easiest way of me saying to you the size, is to use the penny as the guideline. So once it's the same size, which it just about is, if you take it off and then cut straight through the middle, so you've actually then got 2 eyes. And all I'm doing is just making it round with my fingers and pushing down slightly for there, and then again going, oops daisy, going round with my fingers to get it back into a nice round shape, and then squashing down just very gently, and the second eye goes there. Now the fun bit. If you want shiny eyes, which I love, if you just brush them with a little tiny bit of the jam, it gives them a lovely little shine. You can use egg white as well, but egg white I find tends to go dull after a little while. So that's that bit done. Okay, now to ice your cookie. This is the easiest little bit. Take your piping bag. I have got brown, and what I've done is I've not mixed it quite fully, so you actually get some definition of colour going through, but it's your choice which colour you want to do. You can either do it dark brown or light brown, but it's the same technique all the time. All you're doing is starting off on the outside edge and then just making small little bits of piping all the way around and then filling in. And I'm not going to show you how to do the whole thing in one go, because otherwise I will be stood here for 3 to 5 minutes and that would be very boring. So I'm just going to show you this first little bit and then go on to the next one that I've made to show you how to do the top bit. But as you can see, it is extremely easy. And just fill in So you're piping from the bottom. If you're unsure how to hold a piping bag, I find the easiest thing to do is just tie the top off with a little bit of cling film, or with some a bag like I've got. And if you tighten the bag in your hand like this and hold it in your grip in that hand, and then use your other hand to guide, you'll find that it works perfectly. I've seen people holding bags in all number of ways, but this is definitely the easiest way. And I've used 175 grams of icing sugar to 1 egg white, which is a medium egg. So as I said, I'm just going to fill in this little bit, and then I'll show you how to do around the eyes with another cookie that I've already made. So nice and quick, you're just lifting, so dobbing and then lifting, and that's all it is. Anybody can do this. You can even get kids to do this if you want your grandchildren or your children to make some cookies for school or for Christmas. They look absolutely beautiful. And if you made a hole before they got baked in the top, in the head here, and you could actually hang them up on the tree. So that's so far what we're doing. All right, we've just done the bottom bit, and now I'm going to go on to another cookie that I've already started, just to show you how to finish. And this time I've gone for a robin, because it doesn't have to be an owl. I just started off with an owl, and then I've worked my way up. Now I'm going to lift it up so you can see. When you come to do around the eyes, you're actually going to come slightly over, just like this, so that he looks even cuter, and then fill it in. But it's exactly the same technique. You go round the outside first, and then you just fill in. And the same with his wings. You just come slightly over the wings, just to give them a little bit of definition, and make him look even cuter than he possibly is. And the last thing that you can do, if you have some, and if you haven't, it really doesn't matter, but I like to use a little bit of edible glitter just on the icing that I'm piping, just like this, to give him a little bit of sparkle, because you can't have cookies without sparkle. It's the law. All right, that's just about done. Fill in a couple of little gaps. How easy is that? How cute and how easy is that? Okay, I've also done, which is probably one of my favourites, I've also made a penguin, which is so sweet. And then I've got blue owls and pink owls. For the feet on the penguin, all you do is make small balls instead of the little log, and then indent them in exactly the same way, and the nose sticks up. So instead of flattening it like on these ones, you actually have the nose all the way up. And the last thing I'm going to do for the robin that I've just about finished is I'm going to sprinkle it with some glitter. As I said, the recipes can be found on my website, which is www.bakinglady.webs.com. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.